Hi guys, and welcome back to another Making Muscle episode. Today I wanted to talk to you about the difference between flexible dieting and clean eating, because I've got a few messages kind of saying what's the best diet to go on or what's the best to do to lose weight or gain weight, whatever. So thought it'd be a good idea to put it into a video. So first off, I'm going to start off with explaining what clean eating is. And what clean eating is essentially just eating whole foods throughout your diet and not having anything that's been manufacturally touched or anything like that. So it's pretty much all whole foods, like vegetables, anything like raw chicken and stuff like that, and everything's whole. It's not been touched by other companies and stuff like that. So nothing processed or anything like that. It's pretty much just all fresh and all raw, if that makes any sense. And flexible dieting is when you are a bit more lenient with your diet. So you obviously have whole foods and stuff like that in your diet, but you also add in things that you like chocolate and cake and a pizza every now and again, so it can kind of fit your macros and stuff like that. So obviously your macros are your protein, carbs and fats and fibre and sugar and all of that as well. And that's what makes up your calories. So depending on what calories you have, with flexible dieting, you can add in things into your diet, So say you have 1,500 calories for the entire day, and a pizza adds up to 800 calories, and you can have that into your macros because it fits in within your macros, and you can have other stuff as well, if that makes any sense. So that's what flexible dieting is. You can add things that you like into your diet instead of completely cutting them out. And the difference between the two obviously is quite large. Clean eating is just having clean whole foods and not anything processed, and flexible dieting, you are allowed kind of to be a bit more flexible and add things that you want into your diet. So the pros and cons for me, I think clean eating is a lot harder, and I find it's a more bodybuilder style diet. It's quite an old school kind of diet, bodybuilding kind of diet. It's quite hard to stick to depending on what your goal is and how long you're doing it for. I find a lot of people, they'll go really hard and eat clean, but also then crash out and burn at the weekend if they go out, or they'll eat pizza at the weekend or whatever, and they'll crash and burn and they won't be able to do it. So my thoughts on clean eating is great, but for about 70% maybe of your diet, and I think the 30% should be a bit more lenient, so a bit more flexible, and that's where flexible dieting comes in. At the moment I'm doing flexible dieting, and I find it works so well for me. I've never found a diet that actually fits so well for me. I can be more lenient with my foods, which in the past I didn't. I was a lot more strict on my foods, and I was that person that would eat loads of vegetables, loads of clean foods, loads of sweet potato, loads of chicken, loads of rice, and then I would crash and burn at the weekend, go out, eat pizza, eat whatever I wanted, and then Monday I wouldn't be motivated, and then halfway through the week I'd be motivated. So it kind of goes in a vicious circle if clean eating is just clean eating. And for me, I don't think it's very good for your body to just solely have clean foods all the time, because for your mind especially as well, it's going to be quite hard. So those are my kind of pros and cons on them. I think flexible dieting, yeah, should be done about 30% of the time. Obviously, people do go over the top with flexible dieting sometimes, and they will just literally fit their macros to what they want to eat and forget about what the purpose is behind it. So the purpose behind it is to be a bit more flexible with your diet, so you can have some of these things and add them into your diet, but they will go over the top and just have junk food all the time, but fit it into their macros. So it kind of is a bit harder. So if you're using flexible dieting in a sensible way, I think that's probably the best way to go around doing any form of diet. So those are my opinions on the two. Yeah, at the moment I'm on my off season. I'm actually doing a competition in London on the 4th of June, so I'm really excited for that. So my Making Muscle series will be over very soon, and I'll be starting a new series which will be bikini, like my bikini prep, so I'm so excited for that. At the moment I'm doing a 10-week cut. I'm not going to do a massive cut from like 18 weeks or 15 weeks or anything, because I don't feel like I need to, and I think we discussed with my coach we don't really need to go that far. So we're going to do a 10-week prep, so I'm going to do 10 weeks starting on the 26th of March, that's when I'm going to be starting my prep, so I'm so excited, but I'm so scared, but I'm picking up bikinis and all of that, so I'm just so excited. But yeah, I got really motivated. I watched the Arnolds at the weekend and it was just such a motivator, and it's made me realise how much I love this sport and so much, so, but yeah. Yeah, and I think if you combine the two together, so if you combine flexible dieting and clean eating together, then they work very well, I find, because it lets you do both. It lets you be on target and on track with all your calories and all your macros and all of that, and also lets you be a bit more flexible and actually have a few things that you want to eat. Doing one or the other, I think, is great, but you can only go so far with clean eating. Just clean eating is very difficult, depending on what your goal is and how long you're doing it for. Like I said before, it depends, obviously. But if that's what you're wanting to do, then obviously go into it. Like, this is just my opinion on the two. Like, I would never say, like, you're not allowed to do clean eating because you're allowed to do what you want. But my opinion is, I think the two together combined is brilliant, and it lets you lead a healthier lifestyle and like a better way of living, especially being around like social occasions or wanting to go out and stuff like that. You can fit it around all of that. So hope you liked this video, and please give it a thumbs up if you did, and please subscribe to my channel. Also comment below if you want to see more of these little videos, because I know you really liked my booty and hamstring workout video of my favourite exercises. A lot of you really like that, so let me know if you want me to do any others like that or any talks or anything. Please comment down below, and thank you for watching again, and I love you all so much.